what is up, Crockxen clan members, Elysian League fans, and others who some puns video. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and I'm supposed to have my week 6 match here with you guys, but my recording software was being a little bitch, right? And I had to like uninstall it and reinstall it, and it was taking way too long. So I just said, dude, let's just battle, fuck it. And I'll do like a post match, I guess, commentary. I don't like to do those because I don't really know how to talk post commentary type stuff. But I want to try it just for the fuck of it. I mean, this was a really good match, so I decided just why the hell not. So like I do in my usual live battles, I am going to show you guys my team. Boop. So and then kind of go over some of the stuff that I had for it. So you see here, Hayden. I know I'm missing an N. Okay, shut up. So I went Assault Vest this time because they have a lot of special attackers, and Slowbro being naturally physically defensive. I wanted to have a little bit of bulk. I also was trying to go for, so this Slowbro here, not only is he able to like take hits from like a special Arcanine, okay, so do have an Arcanine, so like special Arcanine or physical Arcanine, either one, physical or special Altaria, and also a somewhat offensive Zapdos. Like if he was Choice Specs, I was going to take a lot of damage, but it would be like a way for me to gauge, which means I could switch it out accordingly. So like that's kind of the whole point of the Slowbro. He's just there to take hits and like dish out. And with Regenerator, it's easy for you to switch out and switch back in. You have HP and all that stuff. So I went with Scald, Stab, plus chance to burn some of his physical mons like Altaria if it was physical, or like him on top. He had a what was it, Miltank that I would not have mind being burned if I somewhat twist in his Ferrothorn and get a burn. It's useful stuff. So I did have that for Sap. Ice Beam is to hit the Zapdos and the Mega Altaria, as well as some other threats that he had. Psychic was mainly for the Hitmontop. I guess that was it. Like literally, it's just like a stab and like maybe kill the Hitmontop. And then Shadow Ball was strictly for the Jellicent, but he was for Dev, so that kind of threw me off a little bit. I was kind of upset about that. Like I tried to bring it so like I could do that. The spread is max defense, a little bit of HP, and then like almost full HP, and like 25 special attack. I want to do a little bit of damage, but I didn't want to like take away too much from HP, and I needed as much defense as I could to take on some of the mons that he was bringing. And I wanted the Bull of Nature just for the hell of it, more defense stat and all that stuff. And then we have Geico, the Sceptile, Mega Sceptile, my powerful Sceptile. Hidden Power Fire was there mainly for the Ferrothorn. And nothing else. Leave Storm, powerful stab, kills the Jellicent if it's not specially defensive, and if it is, it still does a lot. Plus, if the Mega Altaria had damage, it can OHKO, or not OHKO, but it can kill if I have a chance. Dragon Pulse, Dragon Staff, and he doesn't have a lot of variety in there, so that's there. It hits a lot of his mons for neutral damage at least. There's only like, I think the only resistance that he had was Ferrothorn, and then obviously Mega Altaria, who is immune to it. And then Iron Tail was strictly for the Mega Altaria. Like strictly for the Mega Altaria. Like I threw it in there and was like, if I have just a little bit of chip damage on that Mega Altaria, this thing's gonna die. Of course I would have to like play with the round chance to have to actually hit the Iron Tail. But regardless, I still think I thought it was a cool thing. I have max special attack, max speed, hasty nature, so I can get a little bit of an attack. Only 4 EVs, but I didn't really need a lot of attack EVs because I want, first off, I needed the speed just to make sure I outspeed everything, and like, I didn't really need a lot of attack investments to kill Mega Altaria. So that was the thing. And then we have right round the Fortress with the Custap Berry. So this thing, the main job of this thing was to deal with the Mega Altaria. I know that I've been talking a lot about the Mega Altaria, but trust me, this man's Mega Altaria is fucking scary. Like, Welchi is my boy, and I've been saying for like ever this entire season that he's a threat. And Mega Altaria is one of the things that I was super duper worried about. So, Stealth Rocks, just standard, hazard, on his side of the field in this case. Rapid Spin to try to get rid of hazards on my side of the field. If I needed it, I wasn't too sure. I had Gyro Ball, so Gyro Ball is there for the Mega Altaria. So essentially, with the speed that I have, right, which is 0, and like no IVs, with a nature that gets rid of my speed, this thing does at minimum half to a defensive Mega Altaria. If he's offensive, it does more. And if he was Dragon Dance, after a +1 Dragon Dance, Gyro Ball takes it out in one hit. And it was, I just had to bring it. I've got an Toxic just to, like, if I needed to wear down some stuff. So the reason I have Custap Berry, right? So my whole point of this, like, because I have Sturdy, right? I switch in on the Mega Altaria trying to Dragon Dance. And then, you know, I set up my rocks. And then if he sets up another Dragon Dance, that's fine. I don't really care. If he has more, that makes it easier for me to kill him with Gyro Ball. So set up rocks the first turn. If he does attack me, I still have my Custap Berry, or I still have my Sturdy. So I live the hit. And then Custap Berry activates, and I kill him with Gyro Ball, because at that point he would have been a +1, right? So that was the whole point of this thing. So, you know, there. Max defense, almost max HP, and a little bit of attack, just to try to get that little boost. But yeah. And then we have Alucard, the Gliscor. I went with the male one this time, because I had a lot of female in this. Like, half of my team was female, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to do a male Gliscor this time. So again, trying to deal with, you know, Mega Altaria setup and like a little bit of Zapdos we try to set up, or like just stopping like hazard stuff. So this is basically like a taunt Gliscor with especially defensive, well, more especially defensive with defensive way. So he has taunt to stop setup from Mega Altaria and stop hazards and like just stop the Ferrothorn, any shenanigans it tries to do. Stops the Miltank if it tries to set up. Just stops a lot of stuff, you know, and that's just the thing I really wanted. Toxic, just to, you know, rack up damage, and, you know, Gliscor being a wall that can take hits. Toxic helps out a lot, and Roost, you know, benefits me a lot, because it's just Toxic and then Roost, and like I live Toxic or Poison Heal and all that shit. Earthquake is stab, plus it hit the Arcanine, it hit the, you know, Mega Altaria, obviously after Mega Evolve, because I can take a hit on Mega Altaria, straight up. And then like hits the Drapion, just hits a lot of things, even the Ferrothorn, even though it's not like uber effective, it still does neutral damage. And, you know, Gliscor having a pretty decent decent attack stat, it definitely helps out a lot. So, so 244 in HP, just almost maxed. I really wanted to spread this out. 200 in special defense and then 64 in defense. Gliscor is pretty physically defensive, so I didn't really need a lot of defensive in this set. I just wanted to take hits. So I knew that if he was a offensive choice spec, Zapdos HPS was still gonna fuck me over. So it was literally just to deal with everything else. So, you know, that's the thing. Queen, the gorgeous white with the female shiny. I love this color. I love this color. This is my color. Okay, this is legit my color. Like the white and purple, bruh. That is legit my color. I just sounded really bad right now. Whatever, you know. So I have, you know, full HP, 200 special defense, 56 in special attack. So I want to explain this, right? This is a setup Florges, straight up setup Florges. Calm Mind can set up on a lot of mons on his team, except for like the physical mons like Drapion and Arcanine, maybe Miltank. But and I can take a hit from a non-boosted Mega Altaria. Right, that was the whole point of this freaking Florges. So the way it worked, right? The way it worked was if I saw a special attacker like maybe like his Jellicent or Zapdos, or what else did he have? He had some other mons that were like special orientated. The point is, this was there to set up and like live and take hits. I have Moonblast for stab and it hits pretty much everything, at least for neutral damage, except for obviously the Ferrothorn. Fuck that thing. Synthesis just to get that guaranteed recovery, and the aromatherapy to, in case any of my mons get like status or, you know, Florges itself, I can get rid of it like instantly. So this one was interesting. You're gonna see something bad with this Florges. I love this thing so much. Plus I am modest to try to hit as hard as possible after I try to set them. And then lastly, my Cofagrigus Touch Me. I love this thing. I love this. It looks so cool. I love Cofagrigus as a Pokemon. Like over the course of the past couple of like years, you know, but like when Black and White came out, I didn't really care too much about Cofagrigus. But bruh, I love this thing so much now. Like competitive has made me love this thing. So I went with a fully physically defensive Cragus as standard, EV spread as you can get, except I put a little bit of special defense instead of special attack. So here's the thing. This thing is supposed to burn the Mega Altaria, the Drapion, the Miltank, the Ferrothorn, anything that requires being burned. Like, I know that Mega Altaria, if I had the opportunity, I was gonna Toxic it, because then that wears it down a lot easier and a lot faster, so it's decent. I can also burn the Hitmontop and the Basculin. So like, I just wanted this thing to burn as many physical threats that I saw possible, and then hex them to death. So like, that was the basic combination there. Pain Split obviously there to try to get HP back, in case I needed it, and Psychic was there for the Hitmontop specifically the Hitmontop, because I was like, this is technically gonna be there to wall out the Hitmontop, so just fuck it, just hit him with a super effective move, right? That's just how it goes. So I did that, and yeah, so that's pretty much the team that I brought this match. So let's see how we went, and I'm gonna try to do some commentary and try to explain my process for some of these things. Alright, and here we are with team preview, right? So you already saw my team. So he brought Jellicent, Altaria, Zapdos, Arcanine, Ferrothorn, and Hitmontop. Now, as most of you guys should know by now, I do have a friend that I help, that kind of helps me with team building. Like, him and I exchange notes and, compare and then, like, talk about what's the best options. And when I finished the battle and I sent him the replay, he literally told me that this is the exact 6 Pokemon he predicted him to bring. I was like, bruh, that's cool as fuck, okay? So, I want you guys to know, I did lead Slowbro here, because I looked at his team, and Slowbro kind of takes care of everything. Plus, it helps me gauge some, get some information, right? So, besides the Ferrothorn, Slowbro beats everything, or can deal with most of the ones that are on the field. Jellicent, I can take a hit, I can see if it's special defensive or physical defensive, depending on how much my Shadow Ball does, and I can take a hit no matter what. Mega Altaria, I can try to see what kind of set it is, I can try to burn it, and then get an Ice Beam off maybe, or if I need to. Zapdos, I can gauge whether it's an offensive Zapdos, because like I said, Choice Specs Thunderbolt is going to do a shit ton, so I'll be able to gauge if it's offensive or not. Arcanine, I can take it whatever hit from it, and I can gauge if it's like a mix or a special variant, or if it's defensive. Like I said, Ferrothorn I can't touch, so if it leaves Ferrothorn, I have to switch out. And then him on top, I can just deal with Scald and then like Psychic or whatever. I do lead Strobo. He does lead Ferrothorn. I'm like, okay, I gotta backtrack it out here. And I go into Cragus as my physical wall, and he does reveal the knockoff. And I was like, that's kind of interesting. I did make a risk here in switching into Gliscor, because like I could have gone for knockoff again, and I could have lost my item, which is very, very bad. I do predict him to try to set up Hazard, so I immediately go for the Stealth or for the Taunt. Brings in his Zapdos. I still don't know what kind of set he is. He doesn't reveal the HP ice. I was like, okay, I got you. This is for Gliscor, and obviously Mega Sceptile, so I'm gonna deal with that. Gorgeous was pretty much my answer, because like it's my special ball. I go hit for the Moonblast, doesn't do anything, because all that stuff. He does go for the Stealth Rocks, and I'm like, okay, so I do burn the Ferrothorn, which is a key thing, because like obviously I can't Toxic this thing, so this is my best chance of trying to deal with this fucking thing. He goes after Zapdos, I go for Pain Split, try to get some HP back, I don't have my leftovers anymore. So I was like, okay, now I gotta get out of here and switch back into Florges. Florges pretty much walls this thing. He does go for the Toxic, revealing that he is a more defensive Zapdos, which is really, really good, because that means I can deal with it. Florges pretty much deals with this thing at this point. Even Slowbro can take a hit, because it is a more defensive variant of a Zapdos, so that's pretty cool. Thunderbolt's not doing anything. I go for Moonblast, try to get special defense, a special attack drop, plus gauging damage. I kind of gauge it. That's more special defensive. So Slowbro's not going to be doing as much damage to Ice Beam, but it's still going to do enough for me to actually risk it if I have to eventually. I do go for a Moonblast again, so I do get a special attack drop on Ferrothorn. That doesn't mean anything, because it's not a special attacker. Switch back into Alkaline. So this is what I meant by it was a risk. I went for the aromatherapy, getting rid of my poison heal, and then I switched into the Gliscor, losing my item, when I definitely should have switched into Cragus again, because it's pretty much the thing that deals with this the most. So I'm a little upset about that. I did predict the switch here into the something, and I wanted to Toxic something. It was either Zapdos or Jellicent, which is great, because now this wall here is going to be slowly worn down, which is perfect. I love it, because its only option to get rid of status is the Altaria. He does reveal the Hex, so he doesn't have Shadow Ball, which means he's not going to be doing as much damage to my Slowbro unless he status me, which is cool. That's fine. I go for the Therapy again. Try to get rid of this poison because I don't want to deal with that shit. Ferrothorn comes back out. Obviously now I'm like, okay, so he definitely can't touch Crackxen. Let's go out to Crackxen. What the fuck is it? I was still kind of fearing the Gyro Ball, so I didn't want to stay in with Gorgeous just in case. I definitely misplayed there. I should have definitely gone for the Hex because I wasn't gonna get anything from the Pain Split. So if I had gone for Hex twice, I think that I would have gotten more damage off, which might have helped me out a lot. Now looking at this here, I still need Crackxen, so I switch back out to Gliscor, who doesn't have an item anymore, so it doesn't really matter whether or not I switch it in on knockouts anymore. You go for the Roost here, try to get my HP back because I don't have Poison Heal. He goes to Mega Altaria. I want to stop him from setting up anything, so I go for the top. I'm actually surprised I was faster. At that point, I realized it's not an offensive, like a fully offensive Altaria. It's more like a Cleric support, which is cool. I get my rocks up, which is great. This thing was kind of, I mean, now that I know that it's not really set up, Altaria, Fortress can come in whenever he wants and try to get hit off or toxic something, you know? It goes into him on top, I go for the taunt again. I'm trying to prevent this Ferrothorn from doing anything, like setting up spikes or anything like that, because I'm very, very bad. I do predict another taunt. I kind of wanted to poison the him on top, but he switches to Jellicent, which is like, whatever, I guess. I do switch back out into Florges because this thing pretty much deals with this Jellicent. It deals with any of his special attackers, so it's kind of like a need at this point. I want to try to get my recovery back up. I'm moving back to full HP. The Ferrothorn's here. This is where I think, like, okay, I got to make some plays here. I go back to Gliscor. I want this thing to die. I want this Ferrothorn gone. Because the moment this Ferrothorn is gone, Slowbro can put in the work. Finally dies. Mega Altaria comes back out. I'm like, I cannot let this thing set up for free. So it hits me with Body Slam. I'm like, oh, thank God it didn't paralyze me. But, you know, whatever. I have this almighty Fortress here, and paralyzed me. I was like, yes, because now Gyro Ball is going to be more damage. Unfortunately, he does switch into him on top, and I was like, okay, that was like preventing the rocks from being spun away. Switch into my Ghost type spin blocker. He reveals the tech. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. I want to go for the HP here, so I went for the Pain Split. I went for it again here, just try to get HP back. He does try to stall me out. It kind of works. I do want to try to like hit this thing with something or another. I think I go for a Pain Split here. I definitely should have gone. No, I go for Will. I definitely should have gone for the Hex right there, regardless, or the Pain Split because Jellicent has so much HP, and anything else if he switched today and I could get HP back. So I'm a little upset about that, but it's fine because now Florges just can come in and kill this thing. I did get a crit. I don't know if that mattered at all, so I can't really gauge what I could have done. Now here, I want to pause this real quick because obviously I switched to Slowbro. I did calc to see if this score could take a hit from the percent it was at, which is like 30 something. It was 31%. If he was offensive, which I didn't know yet because this is his first time coming in, and even though he does have Intimidate, sometimes they do run Intimidate and still are offensive. I didn't want to risk it and have Gliscor die because I still kind of needed it for the Altaria, if just in case, and also switching other stuff. So I switched to Slowbro, who can take any hit from this thing. I mean, any hit from this thing. And he reveals that he is a more defensive set because he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. I'm like, okay, perfect. I can still take a chunk off something. I go for the Skull. In hindsight, I probably should have gone for the Ice Beam there, but I didn't want to risk anything. So it's back in the Forges. Like I said, this thing pretty much deals with the Zapdos 100%. So there's never a reason for me not switch into Forges. I do still try to get the special attack off, which is fine. Eventually, I think it's this turn I try to set up. No, I go for the Therapy. Okay, so this is to kill everybody. So myself, the Fortress, and the Slowbro, just gone. I wanted him to go for Toxic here just so I can get my Poison Heal back, but it didn't work. I was upset. Of course, he does have HPS, so I'm not going to stay in on this. I'm a little upset about that. I tried to predict Toxic, but then he didn't do it. And then because I tried it once, he's going to be wary of it, and he's not going to go for Toxic. and I was upset. I was mad. I was like, it's not fair. I'll get HP back. This him on top is gone. Okay, this him on top is gonna die right now. Gone. I'm actually surprised about that because him on top is kind of fast, and I don't have any speed investments, so I don't know what the fuck happened there. Again, not taking any chances. Go back at. I actually let Gliscor die here. Like straight up, just I was like, okay, you're good to go. Slowbro is still here, and like I could just hit off a Scald here. Like I'm not like he can burn me. Okay, so this is why. So I predicted the Zapdos to come in, or I predicted more the Mega Altaria to come in. So it was technically like a prediction gone wrong, which is why I went for Scald the first time. I definitely should have gone for Scald right there because he probably predicted me to do. Yeah, I think at this point he thought I was Specs. So he decided to stay in predicting me to predict him to switch out, but I wasn't Specs, I was KB. So he thought I was gonna switch out, and this is where I reveal I'm not Choice Specs. I am Scald, and he also had a Life Orb, so this is kind of like a mixed offensive variant. Okay, so I want to damage, right? So I stayed in with level, plus I can live the burn, I can switch out and do all my jazz. I go back out to right round, because you can't. This Altaria can't touch me. I can kill it right now with a rapid or gyro ball. He switches into Zapdos. I'm like, okay, it's time. Lord just comes in. This part gets a little really haxy, and I'm upset about that. So he paralyzes me this turn, right? I get parahaxed twice in a row. Twice in a row. Yeah, twice in a row. So this is the first one. I'm trying to heal, right? I'm trying to go for synthesis. So here, okay, so I get heal off here. I think I try to go for the I try to go for a Calm Mind here. I got parried again. Like, gosh damn it. I'm like, fuck it. I want to get rid of this process now. So I go for the aromatherapy just so I can try to set up. This is like the moment where Florges needs to set up. Like, if I can set up some Calm Minds, this game's over. I go for the Calm Mind, and he paralyzes me again. I'm like, gosh damn it. This is So he paralyzes me, but I was able to get a Calm Mind up, and I am able to heal. And then I'm gonna try to set up. I'm trying to set up this Florges here for a sweep. I get another Calm Mind up. Now this was crucial. If I got parried here, the game was over. But I didn't. I broke through. +2, Moonblast gone. And then now becomes like I guess the extended part of this match because like I get parried again, and I get parried again, I get parried again. I'm just trying to heal, man. I'm just like Florges cannot die right now because it's like obviously I can still kill him with the mons I have available, but the easiest chance is with Florges. So I really want Florges to like live right now. So I'm trying to get all this stuff gone and all that jazz. I'm trying to set up my Florges so I can do some kind of damage to this thing. Because like I said, I thought he was specially defensive, and I'm pretty sure he is. He did go for the Toxic there. I thought that was a misplay because now I'm at +4, and like I'm not gonna die before Toxic is not gonna kill me before he dies. So this was GG essentially. Florges, coming in clutch. So happy. I love this thing. I like Florges. I like it. So that was it for that battle. It was kind of haxy at the end, but I still came through because Florges is a G. I love straight. I actually calculated that was a risk. If he had been offensive, I probably would have died to that to a return. But he had Body Slam. So, and I'm super glad I was able to break through the paralysis and hit him with a Moonblast. Because if I had set up for nothing, I would have been upset. Because at that point, I would have to switch into Sceptile and try to hit an Iron Tail, and that was just too big of a risk. So, match was great. I love watching this man's powerful. I can't wait to see him in the future. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's a lot shorter than normal. That's because of the replay and I have to do post commentary. Let me know if you guys like this. I'm not probably gonna do this again unless I'm forced to. So I really prefer the live better because it's live reaction. What's going on? How I was pissed when I got paralyzed those many times. You didn't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm SoresanCrockxen. See you guys in future videos.